Hello there, YouTube. Welcome to a 51-degree Tuesday, the 30th of September. The last day of September. Man, it's 56 degrees now. And there's something going on with one of those boom trucks or something out there. Sorry, I keep letting the thing slip out of my my thumb. But anyway, it's beautiful now. I guess the rain's gonna hold off until like about 3, so it should be raining when we're coming home tonight. But it's not raining now, so that should make for a safer drive to work. So off we go. Yo, come on, huh? 60 degrees and mostly sunny. It's actually, the drive to work was quite nice. It was nice at home as well. It's going to be a nice day.
Not raining.
Yeah. We got one day of rain, we're done.
Yeah. That's all we need.
Just show up every once in a while to knock all the dust off of everything and just stay away.
Yeah.
Well, Mama,
yes,
we made it to Tuesday.
We did it out.
Let's go on in there and see what's happening.
All right.
All righty. Have a wonderful Tuesday there, Mama.
You too, Papa.
All right. Love you. See you. Bye.
I love you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right. Take this old gal around the block and see if we can make that speed sensor wake up. I'm a little concerned because all mine, I can literally roll them out of the garage and they'll go out. You know, at a slow walking speed. Smooth as glass, these old gals. If it doesn't go out and it doesn't throw a speed sensor code, and somebody's replaced the wheel bearings in this thing and put the wrong bearings in, you gotta have the bearings at the, yeah, it's absolutely should be out. Anything to do with putting wheel bearings in one of these things. We'll stop here and check codes. All right, you got a green light. Don't be afraid. Had a trucker that was all but jackknifed in here in our getting out of our parking lot. That was pretty wild. Okay, so now I got a solid ABS. The solid means it's seeing an error. We'll take the alleyway here anyway. This thing runs absolutely like a top. So that it's a 2018 Street Glide Special we took in. This one's got 32,000, that one's got 37. And it looks like somebody was standing on he's got the optional speakers in the rear saddlebags. They're caved in, and somebody leaned or they overloaded that trunk so bad that the forks that, you know how they slide in up front and click in the back, that the forks are bent. And I mean, that thing's like a ride away from somebody leaning back in the trunk coming off. Whoa. See what we can get pulled up here. Here we are, a little shady spot. See if my phone will read my Face ID here. Should through the helmet. We got a rollback going on. There we are. There we are. Firmware is up to date. Go into maintenance and read trouble codes. ABS front wheel dispenser always equals 0. It's got the wrong bearings in it. Before it said there was a fault with the front wheel sensor. Oh, and the turn signals. We'll go ahead and get the left going. He's got these aftermarket turn signals on. Oh, I could probably hit the flashers and get the same effect. See, now I got left and right. It's not reading those, it doesn't like those aftermarket turn signals. But it's definitely always equals 0. That's a problem. I can clear them all right quick. I gotta cycle the key to make it go away up front, but it's, dang it, these wheel bearings in it. Oh well. You're probably not gonna like that. Watch it there, Tesla lady. Kind of taking that a little wide, weren't you? So I've hit both turn signals, so now I got both signals are trouble codes, but that's just an aftermarket thing that was installed. They'll do that. And well, thanks for coming for a quickie. I got to do the first service on that 2014, I think it is. I don't know if it's a S or limited. I think it's an RTS, but anyway, we'll do that next. All right. Lovely 2014. Whew. The rain is like coming right up on us. Hopefully I'll make the test ride before I start getting wet. It is a limited 2014 RT Limited. RT-LTD. Oh, she's in the bars all the way back and all the way down. She says, I'm after some comfort. Man, I haven't seen her in a coon's age. I don't think, anyway. I think she's one of our, like, OG Spyder folks. Everything went smooth with the, wow, there's more garbage back there, or are they just cleaning the stuff up? Because, they're probably just cleaning things up. Oh, there's actually a little encampment back there. I haven't seen that. Maybe it was stuff they didn't clear all the way out or something, I don't know. There hasn't been nobody back there. Everything went smooth. There are some things that need to be addressed. The front tires are the original 2014 tires, and they're showing signs of dry rotting, which is, whew, man, that's dangerous. The rear tire, obviously, it was changed at some point, and she must have been putting most of her miles on back then. If you guys remember, the original 2014s were using the existing twin tires, and it was during 2014, and I think this finally, did they finally sort that all out in 14, or did it take till 15? I think it might have been in 2015. I'm trying to remember. You had to read the color codes on the tire. There was stripes on the tires. And anyway, they didn't realize that the extra torque of the 1330s would smoke them tires. So, you know, to make a tire change is a big deal, because all the VSS and everything else is involved, that you can't just make a change, you know. Oh, he's gonna pick that car up from right there. It's gonna take a minute. Oh no. I could be out here long enough to get in the rain. Oh, I think he's gonna let people go by. He's just gonna sneak in there and snag it sideways, I think. But anyway, you went through a rear tire, well, on your 2014 fairly quick, even if you were an easy rider. But anyway, it's a 2016 tire, so it was one of the newer ones. It's not showing, you know, it's in great shape. I don't see any signs of weather checking or anything, but it is, you know, dang, I mean, that's 9 years. Wow, I'm sitting here talking about 14 and 15 like it was yesterday. That's crazy. I mean, that's 10 and 11 years ago. I mean, what happened? Wow. The insanity of the speed of time. Kelly and I were talking, are we just losing time and just don't remember? You know, about that time, things were, you know, because a Pro Caliber, it was like, you know, they started, went from Longview Motorsports to Pro Caliber Motorsports. And, I think it was technically, it was like late 03, but we moved into our new building in 04. Then in 05 is when, you know, I started being a manager up there, and I'm not sure what this guy, if he's gonna take a big sweep. Don't rightly know. Oh, look at those trees. Anyway, it just went through about 09. It was absolute chaos. You know, Kelly and I tell these guys that work there now how things were, you know. 17 techs in that upper area. It's crazy. I mean, the benches, there was just barely enough room for the two techs not to bump into each other. It was nuts. We had motorcycle lifts in most peculiar places. You just packed them in. And the amount of bikes that went through there was utter chaos. So, but that was before, you know, by, like I say, by, you know, 14, like when this thing came out, you know, things, it kind of became a normal shop again. We're always very busy. Busy with Spyders, and you guys don't see all the motorcycle that goes through upstairs. But yeah, and so it doesn't make sense that the time would fly by. You know, when it was crazy busy, yeah, definitely time flew by. I mean, we were at work. The store opened at 8. We were there at 7:30, and Kelly and I were basically commission paid. Man, crazy money. That was nuts. That was my guy with the Harley. You remember him with had the dresser out there? I thought he had moved. He just changed his house up a bunch. But yeah, I seen him walking down the road one day. That was earlier this year, I think. I thought he was gone. These are ones you roll off. They've got compression braking like nuts. I mean, you let go of the throttle, it is off. And if you start downshifting, like getting sporty, oh, get the nicest barking rear tire, you're just mechanically overrunning it. You downshift in a turn, and as soon as you start to loosen up a little bit, grab a handful, well, as soon as you start to have fun, the nanny kicks in. But it's really cool, that sound. It's fun times. The whole time, you know, Kelly and I, because we rode back and forth to work all the time. We went to Durango, took that big trip. The whole time, I boom, bang. Shit, her helmet on the back of mine. So this thing needs tires. The rear, probably for age if nothing else. I mean, 9 years, that's old. And the dry rotting front, man, you imagine losing a front tire on a Spyder? These things don't, I mean, there's not enough weight on them. I don't know, I can never say that. I wouldn't go anywhere on them. I wouldn't take any little trip or something. Look at that, there's a little gnat inside the temperature gauge. And no, these aren't broke. If you disconnect these, the digital ones, come on. Back in those days, they bounced. People just didn't rely on them. So they'd have us pull the dash off and unplug them, which all of a sudden the digital portion shows up. Right there, old Beamer. Pay attention. He was. Thank you very much. Ooh, that thing goes right into the top of my knee. Them bars are so low. If they're any farther back, you'd feel like you're on a... No. It's almost that wheelbarrow feeling. Very nice. I gotta get a hold of corporate there. I don't know if I mentioned to it yet. You know how Kelly and I took the first week of September off. That's when we went to Leavenworth. Well, you know, that pay period ends on the 15th, but we get paid on the 25th. And so we just got paid a few days ago, and I realized that vacation never went. I never got paid for that vacation for that week. And anyway, since I switched phones, I can't get my Zoom to work, and that's how I, you know, talk to everybody, corporate and stuff like that. So I've got two IT guys that are supposed to get a hold of me, and this is starting last Friday when I realized all this. And with the new phone, I got everything correct in Zoom, but it says that the Dick Hanna web address is not valid and it can't open. So, you know, I go home and I fire up my old 12 mini, which is what I used all that stuff for before, and I got it working perfectly fine on my 16 Pro Max, but that phone's gone now. And ooh, hey there, see this guy. This guy's a little bib on there for the rain and the sun. Nice looking bike. In all fairness, I forgot to try to get a hold of him yesterday, and Kelly's going, "Here, get a hold of somebody. This is the last day of the pay period. I don't know if you can get that vacation back if you don't file it today, or get somebody to file it today." I said, "Okay, don't scream at me, Mama." Boy, the bees have been eating on that apple. Ooh, look at them, big old apples coming out of that tree. The school must be out today. I get this thing back. I need to make some notes about it. Needs oh, I never finished that. The brake fluid is it's not like trying to snap the top off the tester, but it fairly quickly goes to the max, and that's critical. A brake flush is critical at this point. And man, I can tell you from, well, not my experience doing it, but I hate to think what that bill was, that gentleman that had to replace that VCM in. That's a real thing. I've seen that plenty of times with the BMWs, which oddly enough are literally the same. It's the same VCM. And anyway, yeah, unimaginably expensive. You don't want that thing to go out. But look how clean this thing is. It's like brand new. Just over 13,000. You know. Anyway, get her inside, make my notes. Appreciate you coming along for, oh, I took you for the Harley too. Wow, this whole vlog might be test rides, but anyway, let's roll inside. So whatever shop installed this front tire wasn't us. He's having a bad day. You can see the direction of the tire is correct. So once I looked this thing up, I literally had to use Chat GPT on my phone, because every time I asked anywhere else, I got the wrong answer. You just hit the power button on your thing, and the Apple Intelligence comes up, and asked if I want to use Chat GPT, and I said sure. So it answered the question. And as soon as I see the thing, I go, oh man, I knew this. So how this started is, went up there and looked up the bearings for this thing, and Kelly goes, well, there's two different bearings. What on the left side? What do you need? So I come upstairs and look at it she's on Harley's site, and anyway, well, the reason there's two is one with, one without ABS. She goes, well, one shows an ABS sensor and the other one shows a collar. So apparently this thing was available and without ABS, which seems very odd to me. But anyway, here's how you tell. It can either be tan or other colors, but that gold bearing, that's basically the kind of the dust seal, and that is the sensor for the ABS, or the trigger, the trigger wheel essentially for the ABS sensor. So the wheel has to come off. The tire direction needs to be spun around the other way and installed with with that gold colored outside facing the left. What a crazy deal, huh? So yeah, so not only did the guy mount the tire backwards, but when he got it in there, he crushed the sensor. The housing's cracked on it, and the sensor wasn't working. So I had no idea that the wheel was on there backwards. I wasn't even thinking about that, because literally I thought front wheels on the Harleys, both of the bearings were the same. I guess it would make sense to have the fancier bearing. And I guess the bearing with the sensor is slightly thicker. The bearing itself, the width of it is thicker. The inside diameter is exactly the same. But yeah, there's nothing on that wheel that shows a direction. But yeah, right there, that tells you the color of the outside of the bearing. Crazy. All right, so I guess I'm done with it, because somebody needs to put a rear tire on it, and they're gonna do a flip-flop on a front tire. Crazy. She's a beauty. Man, does that thing sure run good. Remember the first time I rode, the thing was stalling, and what did I do to it? Oh, I did an adaptive value reset. I can do that with my other tester. I can't do that with the Vance and Hines thing. And let it sit out there and idle for about 10-15 minutes. Took her for a ride, and it was gone. But she's a beauty. She sure runs good. Man, look at those guys. finally decided to stop raining here.
Is
So
my
we're going.
hood on?
No, where is your hood? Oh, you had a hoodie. I thought you had something else on. Come on, Chi-Chi. Sasha didn't go for a walk last night, and she didn't even, it was raining so hard, she didn't even try to go. She went out on Leo's runner a couple of times. Said, I'm not into it. Damn, let's go. Andy back there sniffing around. Raylan goes across the puddles there. She goes, parkour.
I'm not going to do it on this one.
Yeah, that one's a little long, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm not going to do it on this one. I'm going to do it on this one.
A meathead. Other than the sound of the rocks making noise, it doesn't have that sound when it's all wet. It's weird how water is a lubricant. So we come down here to the halfway point. I think it's about halfway to this one game trail. That doesn't kind of come out on camera. Camera doesn't do it as 3D as your eyeballs do. We come to here well before we get down to the bear sighting area there and head back. Oh, look at the moon up there.
What the?
That's cool. See if I can zoom this without Sasha pulling it out of my hand.
The clouds are moving. They stopped moving.
That's cool. That's really cool. See the clouds going past the moon? Isn't that cool?
I do.
Come on, Daddy. We're gonna roll back.
Come on.
You're probably just gonna hear wind, but look at this out here. Man, that used to be a tall forest when you look that way. What do you think, Sasha? Sasha. She. All right. Y'all finish walking around here with Raylan and the Moot, and I'll roll out from there. Hope you guys enjoyed the day. Well, hello there, you two. Holy moly. Rained a bit on the way home. Not too, it was raining heavier that direction than here. Sorry, Sasha and Andy are still in their pen. They're literally going to carry on. Probably should have put them up first, but anyway, that was a fun day. Got a couple rides in today. Figured out what's going on with that Harley. Crazy. That boy, whoever put that tire on, had himself a bad day. Surprised the customer didn't. He must have done that while he was on a trip and couldn't go back and complain or something. But you had to know after you did the tire, your ABS was messed up.
Sashi.
Maybe he did his own tire, but anyway, I think on that, it's cold, drizzly out here. I'm gonna roll out on you.
Alrighty, well, thank you guys so much for watching. We really do appreciate it. We will talk to you tomorrow. Same smoke time, same smoke channel. Don't forget to give a thumbs up. You guys have an amazing Wednesday or Thursday.
Heck yeah. Sorry about the dogs barking.
Yes.
We'll see you in the morning. Thanks for watching now. Bye-bye.
Bye.